Has there ever been a time where you have chose something that you want to go after, and a couple of days go past, a couple of weeks go past, and then you look back and you go, wow, here was something that I wanted to go after, and it feels like time has just moved faster than I could have imagined. There's things that got in the road. A happened, B happened, C happened, and I've not been able to go after my goals. And I'm sure all of us have experienced something similar to this. It could be small stuff in day to day life, or it could be the bigger goals that we have. It could be those big, ambitious goals. But this happens more frequently than a lot of people realize. There is so many people out there that this happens to. And it hurts me because I think about the ambitious goals that those people have, those great ideas, and they're just not coming into fruition. They're not being able to have the time of day to be established. What I've realized, even going after my goals, small, big, medium size, whatever, is that the hardest part, and I'm sure you've probably heard this before, but it's so true in every way. The hardest part is just showing up. Even creating this video, the hardest part for me was just showing up, sitting down, talking to this camera, because right now I'm tired. It might look like it might actually not look like it, but I am tired. So the hardest part for me was to show up. But the great thing about showing up is that it gives us confidence. It makes us feel good about ourselves because we know we're putting something into our goals. And I think the best thing that anyone can hear about going after our goals is that we don't need to take big steps. I feel like what stops most people is that they need to start big. They need to take big steps. But the truth is, you don't. By taking small steps, that confidence is still there. Us feeling good about our steps that we've taken, whether big or small, is still there. And by taking that step, we now know what the next step is to take. And then it just turns into a domino effect. So I believe that no matter what steps we take, big or small, they help us in some way. They're helping us with our goals. So that is what happens when we do take that step, even if it's hard, even if it's difficult, even if we're tired, even if we're fatigued. Maybe we're tired mentally, maybe even physically, a bit like me. But by taking a step, we are able to get closer to our goals. If I'm taking a step towards a destination, by me taking a step, even if it's small steps, those small steps add up. And the cool thing is that we'll be able to look back and actually see how far we've came. It might not look like those steps actually lead anywhere, those small steps. It might not feel like those small steps are actually helping us, but when you look back, you will see the progress on how powerful those steps are. So although the hardest part is just showing up, it's the most important part. Although it's the hardest, it's the most important. Because as I said, then we know what the next step is to take. And ultimately, we are getting closer towards our goals. And by time moving fast, we will look back and we will see where we used to be. There's been so many times, I can't even count on my hand, but there's been so many times where I've wanted to go after something, wanted to do something, but I've letted the things around me stop me. Whether it was my peers, my family, even my own mindset. But what I kept reminding myself is that if I don't do this now, no matter how I'm feeling, then am I ever going to get it done? Am I ever going to achieve that goal? And that's the thought that I have almost all the time, almost every day. And I feel like it's a thought, I believe it's a thought that has actually helped me so much. For me, it creates scarcity. It makes me scared in a way. If someone was to ask me, Scott, what's your biggest fear? It's not going after my goals. That is my biggest fear. On top of the million of other fears that I have. And if I never took those steps back then, even if I wasn't feeling like doing so, then who knows, I probably wouldn't even be here recording this video. I wouldn't probably have the things around me that I have. You might not be able to see this video if it wasn't for me creating the other videos that I might have been tired to still create and upload. So it's the knock-on effect. It's our actions every day is what creates our future, whether it's a future that we want for ourselves or whether it's a future that we don't yet. And I'm sure we all know that already. We all know that. And for me, that realization came to me a couple of years ago, I want to say. It still even hits me because, like everyone, there is days where we don't want to do certain things, but it has to be done, because if it doesn't, then we're not going to get to the places where we want to be. So although showing up might be hard, it's the most necessary thing, no matter how we are feeling. So I hope that this video could help you in any type of way. If you enjoyed this video, then I would appreciate it if you could please like this video, subscribe down below, and if you know anyone that may benefit from listening to this video, then I would appreciate it if you could please share this video to them. Again, the hardest part is just showing up. If you can get past that, then you can get past the other mental challenges, the other mental blocks, the other hurdles that we all may be facing in the future. And if we get past them, then we will be able to achieve those goals, those dreams of ours. So thank you so much, and I will see everyone in the next video.